Again, it was kids really fought hard. It was a really good team. We played. They came in playing well. They played well. They had over 500 yards. We executed a lot better on offense, which was critical, and got some run game going. Took a lot of pressure off the quarterback with that. Did finish a couple of drives early. You can always call and execute better, but it was a good win. It was a tough win. It's a great group of guys in there. They keep giving us a great go in practice. I think the way they battled the last couple games down the stretch, there's some talent, and the way they prepare good. There's a lot of fight in those guys, but it's just nice to come out and get a good start. Not play perfect, but play a little bit better 4 quarters against what I think is a real good team, and that was a good W. Our guys needed it. It was fun. And, we'll enjoy it. We come back tomorrow with going to Rutgers on the road. It'll be tough. They're coming at an open date themselves, so that's going to be a tough challenge. So it was good to get a win, and that's all it was. It was just one win, and we need to get many more.
How did you guys kind of come up with Tyler Napier quarterback, Xander running back package?
It was just the thoughts of Tyler played quarterback.
Right.
So it was just trying to get some running game with some misdirection. And again, Xander's been really good. There's some limitations he has with some of the passing. There's some limitations Richard has with running. In the ideal world, you got to, because of Sam Bradford, because of stuff, everything, so we want a tall guy. I mean, I'd love to have a dude who could run for 150 a game and throw for 300. And, that's because it's just so hard to defend the run and the pass, especially the quarterback guys. So, it's kind of like, but again, Xander made a great throw to Ricky. One of the deals, Tyler was on a bootleg pass that he didn't throw. We'll keep working on it. That's not the answer, though, because that can get schemed up, that can get defended. We'll have to stay ahead of it. We're just trying to find some running game. And we went from no running game to a really good one tonight. So it's the same guys that couldn't block. We just gave them a little bit better chance. Again, credit to the kids. We put some stuff in, but they had to execute it, and they didn't. That's credit to those guys. And then we didn't add anything. We just kind of wrinkled up stuff we do, and they executed it pretty good.
Talking about it gets schemed up, but you guys went against tendencies pretty well. I thought. You mentioned Xander throwing the ball, and then Lego runs it in for 5-yard scores. So, you kept them guessing a little bit. I thought that.
Well, you got to. We need to. But again, we got some running game going. All that stuff's easy. And when you got several weeks where you're playing good defenses and you can't find the running game, or you don't create it, you're not blocking, or you just don't scheme it up and get it right, and you're playing one-dimensional, it's a lot easier to be defended. And so the key of a lot of our good games over time has been finding a run game. And fortunately we did today. And that was huge.
It wasn't one of your better defensive efforts overall in terms of how many yards you gave up, but Marcus Oliver has those 2 big plays, and Marcelino Ball has a pick and the fumble recovery. Just talk about those guys.
Yeah, we had the one interception. We had the one. Did we get a fumble recovery?
Mm-hmm.
And we had one that they created a couple turnovers for us. They were good 3rd down conversions. Less than 50. I'd like to be a little bit better. I mean, they were pretty dynamic coming on offense with their run game, and they worked us pretty good. I think again our offense. We had 83 plays at 84. Our offense having some run game, helping us a little bit. We could have kept them off the field. What they had 4.5 more minutes of time of possession on one play. So, it's been nice to have had a few more plays on offense. We had 34 first downs. So I think the offense played well, helping the D. The D had a good challenge. Those guys, a couple of receivers were fast in space. They had some foul balls we got away with because they missed a couple guys. But those running backs are really dynamic. You got to give those guys some credit. The one kid had a 66-yard run. Our defense had their hands full. But in college football, you can play really good defense and give up 30, 35 points if you're not careful. I thought we can play better, but we played good D tonight. We had some foolish penalties, negative things that we got to take away.
You talked about, the importance of having Dan back, not as much even on game days, but in practice meeting rooms. That offensive line as a unit seemed, even when Brandon got hurt, to just gel differently and play together as a unit.
Yeah, we had a lot better week in practice. I think, after playing last week, Dan was a lot more assertive, just practicing like he used to. He was running. I know the other day we did one of those plays where he pulls and he's like 40, 55, 50 yards downfield, just running downfield. And like his comment was to our team Thursday night, we had our captain's meeting. He said, Wednesday's the most fun I've had in a long time. And so I just think, having some fun, having the energy. In general, they practice that way. Everybody practices hard. But like we said a long time ago when we started here, we wanted to learn to have fun working hard. I think at a radio show one day, Marcus Oliver said practices are fun. I thought Dan had a lot of fun this week in practice. I think that put a lot of spark in the guys. It wasn't a lot of big pep talks, but I think Dan flying around like he used to was worth a lot of words and a lot of motivation for our football team.
Was part of getting the offense going today, really trying to take advantage of everything at your disposal in terms of personnel. It looked like you guys kind of took, the whole buffet today.
Again, each week's different with schemes. Like a lot of things we did today, we wouldn't have done last week because of the structure of the defense. So each week it's a little bit different. And I know our kids came in the other day and said, hey, we're going to play hard on Sunday. Our offensive seniors said, we're going to play hard, but don't scheme so much. Do what we do. And I said, well, now wait a minute. It's a different defense this week. And there's different things we got to do. And so some of the things we did was just kind of the nature of what we do versus their structure. But again, you got to execute it. There's a lot of nice plays on the passing game that helped us one-on-one. Running game's good.
Kevin, how good a passer is Tyler?
He's all right. I mean, he throws with the wrong hand.
Throws with the wrong hand?
He's a lefty. So, he's okay. I mean, he throws it well. He's got great hands. He actually has big hands. And again, he played one game of 100 yards. So that's not a novelty. You guys are going to get in all the nicknames. That's a freshman kid. They got injured in preseason. And with that, we tried to find our niche of are we a two-back team or not, and how to get him on the field and use him. And we're working through that. And like I say, he's a young guy that played one good game. He's got a chance to be a good player moving forward. But he's got a long way to go. And I think sometimes the uniqueness of what he does makes it cooler than it really is. What he really is, he's a freshman. He's a young kid. He's got a chance to be a good player if he keeps working hard.
Xander has the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, but you didn't hesitate to come back to him on the next drive? Is that?
Yeah, we talked about it after the game. I mean, there's a point of even on the last touchdown run, there's a point of it's not, you got to just, his energy and emotion is what makes him good. Don't cross the line. And you got to push up to it, and every once in a while he tips over it. And without being negative on him, he's now old enough, he needs to learn from that, and needs to stop. Because he knows how to bring his energy, and he knows how to respect the game and respect players. And he'll do better, he's better. And he knows that. And we just politely talked about not crossing the line. And but I'm very proud of a guy that's competing hard to be the quarterback that can be, that comes in and plays that way and accepts roles. He's been a great practice player, and that's unusual because you're in a day and age where every quarterback wants to tap out and transfer versus why don't you just come to practice and work hard and get better. Quit worrying about the depth chart and who you recruit and the offense. Why don't you just work on your craft every day? And that's a credit to him because quite honestly, Richard Lagos is more skilled and makes more plays as a quarterback and makes many, many more throws. And it's going to be the guy that leads our team. But Xander has a unique specialness that can make us different. And I'm proud of the way he's handling it. Because that doesn't happen in college football a lot.
I guess, what were you talking about Lego as well? I think he was 16 to 25. I know he had one throw that kind of almost got picked off, but he also made some big ones, some third down throws. Did you feel like he was better today, I guess?
Yeah, I think so. And again, I don't know if he's been that far off. I mean, last week, you throw it 59 times. It's just, some things are going to happen. So again, getting some run game and playing in rhythm as an offense helped him play in rhythm. And the quarterback always looks good when the surrounding parts are good. And today, the surrounding parts are good. We blocked it better. We had run-pass mix. We had run game. We moved change. We were on schedule. We weren't playing uphill. And I think it allowed him to be collected and make plays. He had help.
What was the thought process by going for 2-point conversions there 3 times?
The first one was trying to get it. When we went up by 1, we didn't go for 2 to make it a 2-point game. The next thought was it was at 5. We needed to get to 7, and we didn't. And it's kind of 50-50 when we made it 11. Do you make it 12, which means you have to score 2 touchdowns, or do you try to go to 13 afterwards? I told the guys, because the one guy says, hey, the chart says at 11 you should, right in this time of the game, because we got all these things, all this analytical junk. Some of you guys do it. I actually read y'all stuff you do your work for us after I got fired at GAs because you guys do all that analytical study and save us money. Don't tell us your last one. But based on fourth quarter, whatever, it's like, hey, go for it. And afterwards, I go, but 12 means they had to go for 2. I gave them a chance if they make 2 to kick field goal. And after we did, so whatever. The 1 was going to work pretty good if we wouldn't have had the exchange. But anyway. My issue was in the first half, I didn't get a timeout called, and we didn't get a 4th down. That was more critical to me than 2-point plays. They came out in the defense I didn't expect. on third down, and I tried to get a timeout, and I was calling it, I need to be more demonstrative, get on the field. But in fact, Devine was looking at me when the ball was snapped. And we had a wasted play on third down that got us a field goal. And then the other situation, we got it third and inches, and we run Q sneak, and really maybe not the best formation, and then went for it on fourth down. We got to execute better. I put that on me.
Time for one more.
Thanks for being here, guys. Good? Peace.
Thank you.